knowing that was gonna be my first show, I needed it to be an experience.
Yeah.
Like I knew what position I was in. I understood that. I understood that assignment. You know, so me having the resources that I have, having the network that I have, I was like, yo, why wouldn't I have my homie Braxton come and play? Why wouldn't I have Lorene come out and do a set?
Right.
You know, why wouldn't I have my homegirl Nick Nack come through and DJ? You know, so for me it was obvious.
Yeah.
I had the funds to make sure that, you know, I can get my people taken care of.
Right.
Thanks to grants and other sponsors and stuff in the city that rock out with me.
That's
you know,
amazing.
so I just made sure that certain things was taken care of.
Yeah.
So, you know, so I could break bread with my friends for real. And then so they brought that energy out. Had them holding down the first floor with the entertainment and vibes.
Okay.
Like you said, I was zooming in and out of there more so to make sure that everything was cool. You know, it was a lot of folks in there.
Yeah.
Like they were saying that was probably their biggest opening in the past 7 years.
One thing about this conversation I really wanted to do, because I get really frustrated when I see people and they discount the hustle. You know what I mean? They discount the work ethic. They discount the sleepless hours. They might talk about it, but it's weird how we as people, we get to a point and then we go, yeah, but like I give it all to God. Like that's it too. Like so you need some outside entities, but I mean, I just really subscribe to faith without works is dead. So you got to do the work to even see any of that stuff come to fruition.
Absolutely.
And one thing about Aaron that y'all need to understand, he builds bridges and rarely burns them. Like, if he burns it, he did it because he don't need that bridge. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case. I just know that the people that I saw at even the gallery, like, these are decade-plus long relationships, like, that you're cashing in on. And people don't have no problem meeting you halfway with the payment, if we using the same analogy. When you cash in on whatever you need, like, people are there for you because of the energy that you always are gracious. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy right here, like, he'll hit me up just on the random just to see what's up. Like, that's real. Like, you can't make that up. Like, we got a real actual relationship, and I can't imagine you not like that with multiple people.
Oh, yeah.
Just from the energy you felt at the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You felt gracious and actual grace in the room. You know what I mean? Like, people were happy to be there and happy to see you. And it was other stuff there.
Yeah.
But you could tell that everything was kind of wrapped around your vision and what you wanted to do.
Yes, sir.
So, man, I was so proud to be there, man. I was happy to be there. I was happy to see a bunch of people I ain't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool.
Man, what big family reunion.
It was weird,
Yeah.
man. I ain't gonna hold you. It was weird, but it was cool, man. It was like, and you know what else it did? It gave me hope for the city.
Yeah.
It gave me hope for the city. Like, we was talking before, like, about, do we need to branch out? And you kind of, I don't want to call you bi-coastal. That's not necessarily it. But you bounce from Florida to Cleveland. I can say that, right?
Yeah.
You bounce a little bit from Florida to Cleveland. So you instantly kind of have, like, a bigger worldview in general than a lot of people from Ohio. But I guess I would ask you, where do you see the city going, and who else in the art world do you got your eye on? And is it really you leading everything and then everybody kind of like with you? Like, I'm just curious.
All right, so since that's my initial thought is no, it's not just me. Nah, I couldn't possibly say that I'm the only cat doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, though I feel from a consistency standpoint, from a work ethic standpoint, like I focus on keeping my name out there, and staying relevant in that sense. But nah, man, like it's a lot of cats like my homie Braxton, or you feel me, my bad, my homie Smith Taylor. Like, it's cats that's really coming through with their craft, and like being authentically 100% themselves, and like I feel like that's what's powering the movement right now. you got like a lot of cats just being themselves and just being like, bro, this is what you see is what you get. You feel me? Like this craft, I'm standing on that all day. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Like that's from the basement. But I think what's different now is like we not the little guys no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got me, you got my homie Smith Taylor.
Yeah.
My homie my man's Knicks just moved back to Cleveland.
Oh,
you feel me? So it's like, I mean, just in our camp alone, we got cats that's really passionate about what they doing, and I mean, I don't mean to keep beating a dead horse, but it's just like it's multiple of us. You know, it's a lot of us, and we all supporting each other right now. And then not to mention it's other cats in the city doing music, doing art that's in that bag as well. So it's like I'm getting inspired by these guys, you know. And
you think it's gonna be like a little not a resurgence? Do you think it? I'll ask you.
Yeah.
Because you know I started as a musician. I'm still a musician, but that's not my main bag. Mm-hmm. Do you think that Cleveland has an opportunity to really be something as far as music goes globally? Not even globally. We'll just say America.
Yes. Listen.
Music and art.
Cleveland has the most talented people. Like right here.
I'm glad you said it because I really believe that. But I'm glad you said it.
No, bro. I mean, because you got to think about who be. So like, this not even me just saying that because like, oh, I'm from here. But like, let's look at the history of the artists that left Cleveland. Like, actually look at the history of artists that left Cleveland and the influences that they've had on the world's artists.
Right.
Like, that's just one case I could present. Case number 2, actually being from here and, like, hearing the stories of, like, how people, you know, people got to realize, too, like, Cleveland is a very segregated city. Like,
it's like, I understand that.
It's segregated. It's big segregated, you feel me? And it's not like L.A. to where it's just, like, it's so much bread here that it's disproportionately, like, it's like, to where it's like, oh, damn, like, you either up or you here. Like, well, here it's kind of like, it's smaller, so it's like, you feel it different.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, it's high-key really still in your face.
Yeah.
But, so, our art scene, and because, like, a lot of us, when we were younger, we had the examples of all these older cats doing their thing with the art, and I would like to think that what makes, you know, like me and my peers a little different is, you know, we have the examples of like older artists and we have their stories, and their direction, and so that they can kind of tell us like, yo, y'all don't gotta go this way, or it's like, yo, we could look at their example and see like, you know, what's going on, and they're giving us tools and information that to allow us to make better informed decisions. And stuff. So me personally, I look at that as like a blessing. Like, yo, that's crazy. Like, why wouldn't I be open to this? And so I say that to say the relationship between artists now and then some of our peers, I feel like is different. Like it seems to be stronger now, which is allowing it's allowing for us to kind of maneuver differently. You feel me?
I definitely understand where you're coming from. It's like, I don't know, man. It's something that I just being at, I'm not gonna lie, being at the gallery, it like reignited something in me, right? Because we talked about this before, but I have like this vision of like bringing my favorite people into one space and having like almost like a convention. Right, and just having like a lot of value in the convention, right? Whether it be some speakers talking, whether it be like we have entrepreneurs, whether like I almost envision it being like a whole indoor festival, right? And then just like people doing their thing. You go to one room and somebody actively doing some whatever type of art. You go to somewhere else and somebody actively like dancing or doing their form of expression. And I would love, and that's something that's always been big to me. I don't know why, but I would love to see in our city we take the resources from our city and put them back into our city.
Yeah.
Like it's something about it, man. Being from Cleveland is like, it's a weird feeling, man. It's like a good like energy when we can even go in a recent-ish history. We talk about Bone Thugs. We talk about Cuddy. We talk about MGK, even though I got my own feelings on MGK, but that's a whole other thing for another day.
Same,
we got a
man.
sound, you know what I'm saying? And we have a look, and we have an expression. I'm not gonna lie, being at the gallery, like, it was good to see that in the city and realize, like, oh, this who live here. That was ill, man. That was ill, and really just like your whole, like I said, the aesthetic and everything. And that's gonna. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but me and my wife purposely didn't really get a chance to talk about it because I knew we would have this conversation. But there was just so much, and her as an artist, like, I appreciate every level. You know what I mean? Like, your exhibit was great. It was the most crowded, which is a good thing.
Boom.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a silent flex. But every exhibit was dope, man, and just seeing the people, man, it was super ill, man. So, like, I commend you. I commend you for being a part of that. I want to kind of talk about the logistics behind it a little bit. We'll break here, though, and then we'll get into that right after the break, all right? All right.